Yeah. And, you know, practice makes perfect, I suppose, but it's actually, most of the sounds are really hard to hurt your voice with because most of them are made with your cheeks and tongue and stuff. Not so much like, they're not really glottal sounds, so I've never heard myself doing robot sounds. Singing is the more complex kind of thing, but the robot sounds are pretty much all in the mouth. They're not really in the throat, so there's not too much warming up other than the tongue and lips. And so you can do the... That's one of the vocal noise. That's the cool one. You gotta keep it loose. That's all it is.
I think that kind of warming up with the sounds is more warming up to get into character. That's what I would equate it to, like getting, okay, time to get goofy. You know.
Yeah, so you don't really need to warm up your throat for robot sounds because none of the ones we do, well, other than that, whoa, that one seems like it's more in the throat, so it's more glottal, but all the other ones, like they're not really in the throat, they're all up here, so you don't have to worry about warming up those.
Good question.
I haven't got that one either. I like these.
It's not bad. We're gonna be such good robots at the end of this. I'm gonna go with the fan bump with the striped shirt.
This one's for David. Do you have any? What exactly did you use for the like oil coming out for the Youmacon electronic harmonics?
Okay, what did we use for the oil coming out for my mouth in one of our older music videos called the Youmacon electronic harmonics? So that was chocolate sauce with all the food coloring bottles put in it. It didn't have to be black, but and because oil is kind of brown anyways when it's, you know, running through machinery for a while, so, but for the purpose of high contrast, we just made it black anyways, and so.
What about like not making it stick to your face?
Well, in a music video, you only have to get to take once. So that's what we did there. But no, it did stick to my face, and that was the end of the shoot. I did it the last day because it'll stain the makeup and stuff, and you'd have to wipe it off and reapply it. Yeah, and it's sugar too, so when it gets on your face, it ain't going anywhere.
It tastes good.
Unless you wax it off. So, I couldn't think of anything else because chocolate sauce with enough of those. I think it was just a whole bottle of food coloring. It was like the right consistency too to drip. It was almost kind of like oil-ish.
I had some pancakes underneath that. I was just kind of...
And it was gross. I spit it out because I ain't eaten high fructose corn syrup. So that's what it was. It was Hershey syrup. But yeah, there's. Obviously, we don't do it like on stage or anything. So that we haven't mastered a way to do it that's not going to ruin the makeup.
That'd be great.
But if you do, let everyone else know, because that would be cool. As an alternative, I would like to suggest that most androids are powered by milk. If you've seen aliens, it's true. And milk is kind of transparent, so, you know. Yes. Bishop was the milk one, right? Yeah. But
all of them.
All of them. Okay. You, David, and Bishop, and who's the other one? No, no, who's the other one?
I like my robots with a milky consistency.
We're talking about the Alien franchise, just for any of you unaware.
Okay, we're gonna thank you for the question. Let's have another. Let's have this fan bot right here.
I was just wondering if you can talk about what you do with your hands. How do you make your hands look robotic?
How do we make hands look robotic? Well, definitely you can isolate them. I do a lot of that, but then I guess one of my character traits for Rabbit is just, you know, trying to emphasize the fingers. So I don't know. I definitely think this one's harder to master, just because I don't know. Maybe I'm kind of good at it. It's not individual finger stuff. I only have like a few. It's a lot of fists for me, or like open mitts like this, and then rarely it's more like pointing or thumbs up. Because I don't know, that seemed easier. And plus I'm playing guitar a lot, so I don't have as much fun with my fingers. I have to do stuff over here.
Yeah, I can't think of anything. I mean, on stage, it's definitely like, you can't do this. You have to be like...
But yeah, it's more like...
Just make it quick. I mean, if if you're going from a thumb.
Something that will be readable. Though when we do have like close-ups, like on rabbit and stuff, you see in some videos and stuff, there's a lot of honeybee. Also, is one of our earlier ones has a lot of the fingers and stuff with Honey doing stuff. Another thing is that most robot hands are kind of like this, like they need to so it's just like easier for them to grab things. So doing like that, we kind of associate with robots, so we just want to look like robots. Instead of this is just stupid. Like, what are you doing? Ninja chopping? It's so neutral. Oh my god. Plus, I mean, now it's almost it's a parody of itself. It's racist, okay? You're doing it wrong. It's speciesist. Is a robot a species? There will be. There will be. We're very progressive at, but we're going to be considered just so bad in a decade or two. Dress up and pretend to be robots. It's true. Like robots. What do you think you're doing? That's our word. That reminds me. I want to see that you were enjoying a band narrative movie.
Oh, he's in the cave with the Colombians that got trapped in the cave.
No, this is the movie about the robots. Okay. It's great. You saw it? Next question. You saw it?
We have a movie panel at 8 p.m.
Steve Anderson talks about movies or whatever else comes into the brain at the moment.
Let's have another question. Look over here. Oh, okay. Oh, late bloomer. Yes, you with the orange hair.
This is for David. At Youmacon, did you really get lost when you went to the doctor?
No, that was on purpose. When we were here last year, we did it in a theater. I can't remember which one, but it was a nice old theater. The what? The Marquee Theater in Northfield. I was sick the entire show, and I just, for whatever reason, my bladder, I had to pee like all the time. Probably because I was drinking a lot of water when I was sick.
When you get sick, it shrinks up.
So I was like literally on stage, like, I gotta go to the bathroom, which is like that never happened. But then when I came back, it was like, okay, well I already had to go all the way down, so I might as well just emerge in the orchestra pit, which is funny. But I mean, a lot of our act is improv, so it's tough to say what was planned and what wasn't.
The body break was...
My bladder will be full. Well, we're at that part of the show where David needs to pee, so let's pull out number 8.
Thank you. Let's have another question. With the turquoise sleeve.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, do you guys have any pre-show rituals?
Pre-show rituals. We used to hug and like do a little hands-in thing. We don't do anything anymore. We kind of just shoulder thing like, all right, let's do this.
Another day, another dollar, guys.
Yeah, we try to make. Or Dave and I try to make some sort of physical contact. So I think that's reassuring that we're not going up there alone. I mean, rarely I think do we get scared, but there's still that. And once you kind of remember that, oh yeah, we're like nothing's going to happen up there because there's 2 other people looking out for me. It's cool, that we're all on the same page and everyone's focused. So it's nice to be reminded of that. But yeah, we don't have any pre-show like we have to throw salt or something. Like we make sure we say Nick back like 20 times before.
I think one ritual is letting Steve come and check us.
Oh yeah.
I lift up my shirt, he bends over and takes a look at my pants.
There's so much technically that can go wrong.
Yeah.
Because we have like, if you've seen our utility belts, there's a lot of electronics on us to make everything wireless and whatnot.
Okay, a lot of junk in the trunk.
So Steve, that's something that happens unintentionally. Steve checks for life.
It's nice, it's comforting, his warm hands. I'm gonna go in the back again. Oh, okay, hi.
I was wondering, how some people have like lucky underwear or
Oh yeah.
Do any of us have any lucky mementos or anything?
For stage.
For stage? I do not. I don't believe in any of that stuff.
I'd like to have my costume with me.
The costume itself is nice to have on. It's nice to have the familiar things like, you want your belt pack arranged a certain way because, you're used to the movements of the chords and stuff like that. But that's not really